Hey guys, Nicole here. Y'all can see I've been out all day, right? So I'm in here fixing my face. We're on our way out to go to an event for tonight, out to dinner. So I'm just gonna doctor up my face a little bit. And while I'm doctoring up my face, I wanted to talk to you guys. And I want to talk to y'all about what would happen if you took your life seriously. What would happen if you actually acted on the ideas that you had? What would happen if you actually gave yourself permission to honor your vision and actually commit to doing the things that's going to bring your vision to life? What would happen if you actually believed in yourself? What will happen if you actually put yourself first on a schedule so that you made time for the things that you want? That's what I want to talk to you guys about on today, okay? So y'all, if you haven't noticed, I've been on like some major, trying to see how I'm gonna do my face because it's the end of the day. I think I'm just gonna put some powder and some highlight on it because I really want to wash it and get this makeup off, but we gotta go. But I wanted to come on here really quickly to talk to you guys about what shifts need to happen in order for you to experience change in your life. Okay, so over the last couple of weeks, if you guys have been following me in any way, you know I enrolled into a leadership training. Okay, so I'm in this leadership training where I have business coaches, a series of coaches. I'm surrounded by coaches, and we have breakthrough weekends, different weekends where we come together live and we work through a process of leadership development, right? And then there's just so much stuff going on in our life. We're building businesses and we have just open doors. Right now we're in Idaho Falls, Idaho at a leadership event for a company that I'm a marketing executive for. And this has been amazing in and of itself. All expense paid trip to Idaho Falls. Just a whole new perspective about strategic partnerships and putting yourself in position of leveraging other platforms to generate multiple streams of income, but also to start really getting paid to do what you already do. So lots of good things are happening. And every time I'm stepping into these different arenas, I'm coming face to face with the reality of what happens when we act on what we desire, right? You know, there's so many things that all of us say that we want. Okay, I know that there's so many people who they come to me and they talk about y'all know I'm really helping people to reinvent themselves. And so people say, I want change in my life. I want to make more income. I want to do something that I really enjoy. You know, I want to pursue my passions. I want to do something that really makes me happy. People have all these things that they claim they want to do, but the truth is that they don't take themselves seriously. So let's talk about what it means to take yourself seriously. And these are things that I'm learning for myself. One of the first things that we know how we take ourselves seriously is that you make commitments. You make commitments to the things that you say that you want. That's a word that a lot of us are scared of. Now, I'm not going to speak for y'all. I'm going to speak for me. I realized for a long time that I had commitment phobia. Okay. I had commitment phobia. I personally was afraid to pursue one path out of the fear of missing out on other options. And it held me back for a lot of years. It put me in a position where a lot of the things that I claimed that I wanted to do, I wasn't putting myself in position to successfully win in those areas because I wasn't willing to commit fully to those areas. I gave it a half-hearted effort, right? So that means that I would attempt to do it, but I also gave myself wiggle room that if it didn't work out, I can kind of back myself out of it. And what did that do? Well, it kept me spinning my wheels. It put me in a position where I felt like I was always starting from scratch. Why? Because I wasn't making any commitments to anything, right? When you don't make any commitments to anything, then you're going to put yourself in a position where you never have the real end result because you never get to the end. You're always starting over and over and over again, right? Starting over and over again. And I've been around a lot of successful people who I see winning big, especially in this season. And a lot of times we look at people and we want to believe that, oh, they're just lucky. Oh, they just know the right people. They have resources. I don't. They have the money, blah, 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 blah. But I'm here to tell you guys, the people who are winning, let me tell you what they have in common. Consistency, discipline, commitment, dedication, fortitude. You see it across the board. There's some of you guys that are out here believing that, things are not working in your favor, but it's because you're not working them to be in your favor. You're working against yourself. That was me. Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. How many opportunities have come to your door that you could take advantage of, but because you're afraid to commit to them, you let them pass you on by? I know we all have done that, right? I've done it. Things are at my door. It's too good to be true, or we give ourselves a reason to wiggle out of them, and then we end up having to start from scratch, and we start thinking that things are working against us because we never made the commitment, right? Trying to get these brows right, y'all. I'm finally learning how to do my brows. Y'all see that? So making a commitment. If you really want to see change in your life, it comes with making a commitment, right? That's number one. The next thing is discipline. Oh my God. That is a word. So y'all, I'm going to be putting these words up on my wall. My word for this season is discipline and consistency. Those are my two words. Like, if I can just get my discipline and consistency game up, y'all, I'm going to be a heck of a woman. I am a heck of a woman already, right? I'm believing and knowing that when I operate at a newer level of being, with being disciplined and consistent, and really having a commitment to a process without looking for an easy way out, game over. Game over. So I say that with you guys. I share, I have had a lot of humbling, soul-searching, personal development moments over the last couple of months that showed me why I was playing small, why I wasn't making the progress that I really want to make, why so many things are not actually working out the way that I want them to work out. It's lack of discipline and lack of consistency. And so I just started thinking about it. I was like, Nicole, what would happen if you took yourself seriously? If you didn't keep giving yourself out, if you didn't keep coming up with excuses of why things aren't working, if you didn't keep, starting and not finishing, what would happen? I want you guys to think about that. Put it in the comments. What would happen if you took yourself seriously? What would happen? Would your income change? Huh? What would happen? Gotta get these little areas here. Would your income change? Would your life change? Would your network change? Would you experience a lot of shifts and open doors? What would happen? So much can happen when we take ourselves seriously. And I'm in a season of my life, y'all. No more compromising. No more holding back. No more playing small. No more living in spaces and places of limitation. No more. So what is it that you're willing to commit to begin to make some shifts in your life? What are you willing to commit to make some shifts in your life? I know a lot of the things that I've been dealing with lately with people that I've been connected to is really taking a look at areas that are habits and storylines that you've told yourself that have kept you trapped, right? Things like, I don't know how, lack of resources, I can't afford it, or I don't have time, right? A lot of us give that good old excuse of, I don't have time. And the truth is if you made time, if you sat down and actually put yourself on a scheduler, you will have time, because a lot of us have we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We just don't use that time wisely, right? We don't use that time wisely. And so I want y'all to just think about that. I have my Reinvent Yourself group. And for years, you guys, I've been wanting to get into personal development and life transformation, but I kept making myself believe that I had to say business. But what I found is that most people who I worked with that are trying to get their businesses going and really trying to take their life to the next level, they can't, because there's these excuses, these bad habits, these traps that they've been in with their storylines, that even when they get in business, they don't make any progress. They barely survive. They're not making any money. They stay on the struggle bus forever, right? They don't have a belief system. They don't have a confidence. They don't know how to sell themselves. And it's because they have not dealt with internal development. They haven't dealt with personal development. They haven't made the commitments to themselves to grow. They haven't put the right time and effort into those areas that are going to get them over the hump of limiting beliefs and playing small and hiding and, not showing up fully in what they need to do. So I created the group, Reinvent My Life, My Biz, and My Money. And in that group, we're going to be covering a lot of this stuff. I'm going to be bringing some guest speakers. We're launching the podcast. We're going to have folks come on and share how they reinvented their lives, how they transformed their lives. What are some of the things that they did differently? I'm trying to keep a light makeup, y'all. I learned something about eyebrows, right? In the company that I'm with, the shopping club that I'm in, they sell a makeup line. So all of my makeup is from them, right? Say Bella. So all this is a part of the makeup line. And one of the girls, she teaches you how to do your brows. And one of the things that she said about your brows, because I can never get my brows right? One of the things that she said about your brows is she was like, listen, your brows are cousins. They're cousins. They're not identical twins. So they may not always be perfectly the way that you want them to be. So sometimes you'll see one that's a little bit bigger than the other. We be trying to get them right? We try to get them to sync. But yeah, y'all, I'm going to be doing, I finally realized mindset. Mindset is what holds a lot of us back from getting to where we want to go and what we need to do. So I have a quiz coming out called Dream Biz Matchmaker. And then I have several other things coming up on the personal development front to help you guys break through the truths that you need. Because here's the thing, you can get all the motivation you want in the world, but if you're not internally motivated, ain't nothing changing in your life, period, point blank. You can go out here and read all these quotes. You can watch everybody's Instagram profile, and you can, you can do all the little chanting and do all those things. Let me fix that. But you got to be committed to your own personal shifts, right? You got to be committed to confronting those areas that you need to grow in. Some of us, we're serious procrastinators. I've been there. Some of us are super duper lazy. Some of us are dealing with traumas and childhood things that kept us bound. I was telling somebody the other day, I remember being a kid and not being able to find clothes. Oh, shoot, I done messed up my eye. You see that? Not being able to find clothes as a kid because I was so tall, right? And what that made me do, it made me hate dressing up. It made me hate going shopping. And I realized for a long time I had a phobia about shopping. And so it made me kind of never, play small in the area of presentation and image. And I had to confront that and realize, you're not a little girl anymore dealing with wearing boy clothes. You're a grown woman and life has changed and you can play dress up. You have permission to play dress up because there are clothes out there that'll fit tall girls now and they're not boy jeans. But it was something that I had to get over about feeling beautiful because I didn't feel beautiful as a little girl, right? So those are things that get into our heads that hold us back and you don't even know it. So now your girl don't have no issue playing dress up, boo. And putting on my wigs and putting on my makeup and being a woman. Y'all like my wig? Gotta love wigs, y'all. This little short hair of mine that I got, it's hard to keep it together. So I invested in some wigs a couple months ago. These things be pricey. Look, you got to make sure the wig right in the center. Is she in the center? And we don't have to glue this one down. Thank God. So y'all, do y'all know they got beginner's wigs? There's this girl I found on Instagram and she does custom wigs. So she asks you to measure your head and give her your measurement sizes. And y'all, I don't know what I gave her, but I must have gave her one for a ginormous head. So this came, I had to make all these adjustments when I got it. I was like, oh shoot, she actually make a custom wig. So anywho, just wanted to ask you, what would your life look like if you took yourself seriously? If you're ready, yes sir. Oh, we gotta go. What would happen if you want to get to a place where you start making some change and transformation in your life? You need to get into my Facebook group. We're going to have some challenges and stuff coming. And we're going to be working on getting to a place mentally where you truly see yourself for who you're called to be. Most of y'all just don't believe in yourselves. So make sure you join the Facebook group. It's called Reinvent Your Life, Biz, and Money. Go look it up and join the group. And I got to go. We got a dinner to be at. Did I do okay for my makeup? I hope I did. All right, y'all. I gotta go. See you guys later. Bye. Go find the Facebook group, and I'll put it on my wall too. Bye, y'all.